Don't start building a huge settlement as soon as you start playing Medieval Dynasty. We are playing a beautiful, atmospheric, cozy game, and we should take it in with patience. First, start by building a beautiful home for yourself and your wife. I'll show you the location of where I chose to build my home. I chose this elevated spot over here. I liked the view and I liked the fact that there's a forest in the background. I just felt like I could do a lot of things with it. Soon I'll show you a preview of the finished build of my home, so please continue watching. This is a house preview, and we're just giving you a little teaser. Don't pay too close of an attention and don't pause the video. If you are impatient and want to see the complete build, fast forward towards the end. There's a detailed house tour there. I'll take you through the steps I went through to build my home now. The first thing I knew is that I wanted 2 rows of cherry trees next to the entrances, so I plotted some farmland and made plans to plant the trees. Next up, I started building. This is a boring, arduous process, so you won't see a lot of it. One thing to note, and that many new players don't know, is you can change the wall types by pressing E and choosing the type of the wall and the material you want to build it from. I chose logs because I think it goes well with the foresty environment. Soon enough we had the house built, and it was time to dig up the land so we can plant the cherry trees eventually. I've also started to plot, thinking about different types of fences and plotting the way they will look. It didn't end up completely like this, but you can see some of the planning process in here. I've also decided to plant poppy flowers on the sides of the house. Poppy flowers work the same as rye, oats or any other grain, but their only function is looking beautiful. Or at least I didn't really discover any crafting function they had. They do look really beautiful though. Next up on our agenda was choosing the gateway towards the main garden area. I wanted something simple but beautiful, so I chose the simple trellis. I'm a huge fan of trellises in this game. I think they look amazing, and I like the fact that they change with their look changes with the seasons. Since I remembered I liked the trellises so much, I decided to build a wall around the pet poppy fields with them as well. I start aligning them and building them, and I just am amazed at the thought how beautiful they will look when the poppy trees finally grow and they create a nice natural unison on the sides of my home. Trellises cost a lot of sticks though, so I decided to tell my woodcutter to go hard on collecting sticks for a while. Soon enough we have some of the fence built, and we got a pleasant surprise. One of our villagers came to help by their own choice. I didn't tell them to do anything, so I gave them a thumbs up and I thanked them profusely. With our home fully built, we approach, press E and officially claim it as our own. Inside we only have a humble straw bed, but it is home. As I sleep, the seasons change, and winter slowly turns into spring. My family moves in too, and cherry trees grew into little saplings. Everything starts to look great. Then a messenger arrives and tells us that the king is gone, but we shed no tears and continue working on our home. After all, we didn't really know the guy, he only took taxes from us. The bad news is the new king is gonna take more taxes. Next up, we try to align some lanterns as best as possible. Unfortunately, our house is on a slope, so it's a bit crooked, and we'll never be able to align the lanterns perfectly. I think it gives it character though. A little bit of crookedness is definitely something that makes home a home. In order for our child not to get sick, we put some carpets on the ground. We don't have much heating, we only have one fire, and it can get cold in the night, so we have to think of a way to keep our feet hot. I try to differ between many different types of carpets, but they're all kinda small. I don't really see a way to put like one big carpet on the floor, so I decided to stick with many little ones. This bed belongs to our daughter, and I put a little shelf there in order to decorate it. I then bought a lot of toys and upgraded the bed so they don't get back pains. And next up I'm thinking about decorations. What do children like? They like toys. So I drop a bunch of toys on the bed and do my best to transfer them around her shelf. Next up we decorate insides of the home. You can put stuff on the shelves by picking them up and dragging them. If you press E, you can rotate the items, which I found out only after I did all of this. Decorating inside is good, but make sure to visit the exotic merchant in Piestovia. He has a lot of cool looking stuff. That's where I bought the jewelry box, the amber necklace, and all the toys as well. So you can sell him your 30 iron swords and get all of his good looking stuff. I dedicate the right part of our front yard to a little workman area. It's where we can chop wood, we can wash our clothes, and there's a little table for food. In here you can see I dropped some clothing items on the laundry station so it looks like it's being used. I think it looks even better once the poppy trees grow, when the poppy flowers grow. I don't like this laundry fence, so I decided to destroy it. Of course, I accidentally destroyed the gate too. Dropping planks on the ground is something that I've seen on other YouTube videos. However, I dislike that when I walk through here I get a notification to pick up the plank. It looks fine though. The left part of the yard is on a too big of a curve to build anything. So I changed my plans. I destroy the leftmost poppy field in order to open up space to this wild looking area in the backyard. I then decided to build a gateway around the backyard area with, yes, you guessed it, a simple trellis. Destroying a poppy field was unfortunate, but it opened up space for us to build a little reading nook on the leftmost side of the house, next to the outer wall. I then set out to build a road that will lead from the top of my hill all the way to the village down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see the village develop. I moved here recently, and if you want to see the reasons why I moved, click in the video at the end of the clip. In the village itself, I decided to build a sprawling gate that will lead towards my hill. First, I placed the palisade wall. I want to make it look like a bandit village, so I put a platform on the inside. While roaming the wilderness in Oxbow, I stumbled across the bandit camps, and they have something similar. Once we become a noble and do enough quests for the king, we'll be able to put our banners in there. Until then, we're just an informal little lord. I make a platform and build a bell tower next to it. What I thought was going to be a quick job turned into quite a process, so the seasons changed. The lanterns look good though, they fill up the empty space and they look great at night. I'm happy with my gate. It feels lived in, it feels like someone is patrolling it. But when I walk around and I take a look around, I don't see any guards. Luckily, it's winter and it's easy to make a guard. Next up, we finished the wild backyard area by building a big table and placing some cloth on it. I want this to be a communal area where we all eat dinner, all the villagers and me, when we make balls. In the corner I make a little old school fire pit, because at the end of the day that's what the villagers like the most. I also build up a toilet here and a kitchen. Next up is the full village tour, so don't leave the video. Enjoy, and thank you very much for watching my house build. If you like this video and you want to keep in touch with the development of my village, please subscribe. And if you like this video, I'll be eternally grateful to you. Thank you so much.